Hi guys, I wanted to jump on today. Um, just chat about some of the stuff that's been going on around on Facebook. Not that I have like a biased opinion, but the video of the woman and the autistic child. And I know everybody has different opinions, and the people that don't really have special needs kids, they don't know. But then again, all kids, we should treat and discipline all kids the same. Yeah, we may have to do certain things differently, but we should all have the same discipline for our children. And I have an autistic child. Um, and on the video that was circulating, and I follow JB and I follow the mom. And the mom does try really hard with JB, but JB is very, very violent. And he is very, very violent and aggressive against her. He does hurt her. Um, and I'm not here to judge her because, we all are doing our very, very best when it comes to raising our children and the help that we have. And then also, our faith and what we believe in and what we don't believe in. And I know as raising minds, my faith is, based on the Lord, but Kyron can be out of hand too. But I know that I have to discipline him. I know that I cannot allow him to hurt himself, and I can't allow him to hurt me. And no, I don't just spank him and spank him. No, but I do let him know right from wrong. Like, you don't hit me, you don't touch me. That's a no. You don't do that. Well, I'm not raising him as if he has special needs. I'm raising him as a child because he does child things. And some people should tell to let me know that a while ago. Like, he's doing kid things. Like, at first you think it's special needs stuff, but they do kid things. Like, he may do it different because he can't talk, but he's still doing what kids do. He still run around. He still jump. He still, not listen when he don't want to listen. He still does things that he knows is wrong, and believe me, he knows right from wrong. Kyron always knows right from wrong because when he does stuff, because I've been taught him right from wrong. So when he do stuff that's not right, he'll look at me, and he know when he's wrong. So why should I treat him any differently when he knows he's wrong? And I know when I was sitting with the Lord on, some of the things that I needed with Kyron and some of the steps that I needed to take with Kyron to be more involved and to get him to where I want him to be. One of the things the Lord told me was discipline. You have to discipline, and discipline doesn't always mean physically spanking a child. Discipline means that, hey, you did wrong, you sit down. Hey, you did this wrong, I'm gonna let you know, hey, you don't do this. Hey, you do this, you take this away. So that could be discipline too. Discipline doesn't always have to be spanking, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't spank your child, because sometimes you have to spank your child. But discipline could be different, different things. Like for Kyron, he goes and goes. So, sometimes we sit down and he don't like it, but we still sit. I tell him, no, don't do that. No, you don't. That's not right. So we have to discipline our children. And yeah, discipline for every family is different, and how we decide to take a approach to our child is different, but we but we still need to treat them as a child, and we shouldn't allow them to physically beat us. We shouldn't be afraid of them, and we shouldn't allow them to physically beat us. We should definitely seek the Lord. The Lord gives us, instructions on our children, and we have to not handicap our kids because of, the disability that they do have, and every child, is different, but a discipline route is needed for your children. A way for you to be at home and you feel comfortable being with your child. Of course, we don't always get it right. No, nobody gets it right. Even with your child that you don't have the special needs, you don't get it right. And kids are going to be kids, and they're going to be out of hand. They're going to disrespect you. They're going to push the limits, and the majority of the children push the limits with the parents that they know they can push it to. Because I've heard Kyra and my son say that my son we will sit still while I'm not home. By the time I get home, he's everywhere. So your child will do what they know that they can do and how far they're going to do. It doesn't matter if they have special needs or if they don't have special needs, because all in all, they're kids. We do need to seek the Lord on, hey, what should we be doing for our children? But we should not allow our children to physically beat us. We shouldn't allow our children to physically disrespect us, and we shouldn't physically or mentally disrespect us, and we should never feel scared of our children. But they are strong now, because Karen is very, very strong, and when you have to restrain them, you have to restrain them. And it's not necessarily him hitting me. Sometimes it's just him getting upset, hitting, not hitting himself, but sometimes trying to self-harm himself. And you do have to restrain him from doing that. And he is very strong. He will hit you, yeah. But that doesn't mean I have to sit back and be okay with it. And again, I'm not judging any parents. I'm not telling you what you should do. But I do believe that every child needs discipline, regardless of if they are whatever type of disability they have. Like Karen does have autism, but there's nothing wrong with his brain. He can't speak, but he thinks very clearly. He knows right and wrong. He knows what he should be and what he shouldn't do. He knows how to test you. He'll look right in your eyes when you're talking to him and know he is wrong. Right. So he knows right from wrong. So why shouldn't we treat them like we treat other kids? Because at the end of the day, they are kids. They may have a special need or a disability, but they still have the mind of a kid. We shouldn't treat them any different. So, just, seek. Majority of the times we have to seek the Lord. And things. And once we start seeking him on, different things, so sometimes it's the food we eat that can have, different reactions to us. It could be the environment, and meltdowns are bad, because you can have a meltdown in public. Kids, get overstimulated in public. And figuring out ways to try to keep them calm while you're in public. And then, some parents don't even like to go out with their kids in public. And then you have kids that elope, to try to run away from you. And I think it all starts with us figuring out our child, figuring out their triggers, speaking to the Lord, but never allowing your child to physically harm you. I'm not telling you to abuse your child, but don't allow them to physically abuse you, because they're going to keep doing it, and they're going to keep doing it, and then they're going to think it's okay to do it. And again, I'm not in her shoes. I don't know a lot. Yeah, JB is a very, very sweet guy. And, he's been through, from what I see, he's in and out of the hospital on different medications, because, like, the doctors are doing, what they can, and, they have to try different meds on you until they try to get it right. And it's, it's just different things. She's a very sweet woman. She's, she has her faith, so she believes in God. It's just, we all definitely can show compassion. Please show compassion for the mom. But at the same time, we also have to be wise and disciplined in raising our children. Pray for her. Pray for not just her, pray for all special needs moms, or pray for all moms, period, because it's not all special needs moms that get attacked and get abused. Regular kids, some parents are afraid of their regular kids. So just pray for all parents, that we all have wisdom, that we're not afraid to discipline our kids, that we start early in disciplining them so that they can grow up in the right way, and, take what we give them wherever they go. So, it won't be too much disrespect to a grown-up. It won't be disrespect to you as well. Kids are kids. So just, say a prayer for them all. Pray for the kids. Pray for the kids' minds, for sure. Pray over their minds, pray over their ears and their eyes, because we don't know what they're going through. We don't know what their brain is, trying to comprehend. We know that some of them can't self-regulate with their emotions. Some of them don't know how to self-regulate. Some of them don't like the word no. So it's a lot of different triggers. So we can show compassion. We can show love. We can pray. We can ask God. And then we can also seek, community and advice when needed on, different approaches and different things that people have done to help, spreading, different type of awareness for autism. Oh, that's it. Y'all have a good day. I pray everybody has a good day.